morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Hope you're all well. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. No, it's not a flip through of children's books today. I just can't see if I'm in camera there or not. I might need to zoom out a little bit. So today it is Tuesday, so that means it's Tatty Treasure and Friends Facebook group challenge. Ooh, I have loads of those. So I have lots of children's books that I would like to make into journals, or use the covers as well as the pages in them. I've got lots of books and I would like to start getting down some, but this is a great way of using some of these books and the pages as well. So I am inspired by a channel called Thrifty Day. I've not seen it before, it just came up on my suggestions, and she doesn't say a name, so I can't tell you what she's called, but the channel is Thrifty Day, and she calls it, I'll put the link into the description at the end, she calls it a no-sew junk journal. I would call it a ring binder journal, but it's true, it is a no-sew. But I want to combine this with using some of these. Obviously I'm not going to do more than one in today's video, with my June planner kit from Nanine at Collage Type. Now I have been looking for a way to make this planner work for me. I've tried lots of different ways. The first 3 months I did in a book, an altered book, that worked for me. I used it. April's I made a small book. I used it a little bit, but not much. May's I didn't even finish, so I'm not using it. It's not on my desk. I've not made it big enough to write in, and I'm not using it properly. So I want to. So I think this might be the key for me to make it full size, this size, with one of these books as the cover, and actually not cover the cover. So use the beautiful cover. I mean, that is an antique Beatrix Potter book. You can tell it's it's been lent on, it's been read, it's a little bit ripped, it's a lot lighter at the top there where it's been in the sunshine. It's been loved, and yeah, there are quite a few pages missing because I've taken some out of it. This is not the one I'm doing today, but this one will become one of these. Same with that one, Angelina Ballerina. This is Mabel Lucy Atwell, who I absolutely love her illustrations. Now this is a new, you can see it's new, it's a new book. The illustrations are all the old original ones. So I'm definitely going to make this one into a journal. Look at that, just gorgeous. And I have got this same book when it was originally in its original run, an old one which I'm not going to cut up. So yeah, I loved it when I found that new one, so that one definitely will be one. This, I grew up reading Enid Blyton. I know she's not PC particularly. She is of her age and not necessarily good for children today, but she was part of my childhood, and I loved reading Edith Blyton when I was young. So again, I would love to make this. I mean, look at the colour of that. That just speaks to me about my childhood. I'd love to make that into one as well, and I will. But the one I'm going to do today is Rupert Bear. Now Rupert, also a big part of my childhood. I absolutely loved Rupert. Used to get all his annuals, used to get an annual each Christmas, and I did used to read him in the paper because my dad did used to get the Daily Express. I've started cutting it up because it's quite a lot to do. It'd be quite a long video. So my idea is to make this into the front and back cover and use the pages inside it, inside the book. Some on show, some covered. So this is one I've had a little play with. This is the May journal that I started and didn't write in and didn't finish. I just thought I'd have a little play. Now obviously the rings on here are way too big for the size of the book. Two probably would have been enough, but if I fill it with a lot more pages, it will be fine, because it'll stand up. You need a lot of pages in these bigger rings. I really must get some smaller rings. What am I showing you? So these are the pages that I had in it originally that I've cut down and just put in, so you can see that would work better for me already. And then some 12 by 12 sheets that I've cut down, that these would love them, but they would never end up in my journals, these, and I've got a full pad of it here. So I'm going to use some of those, cover some of them, not cover some of them, just really fill this book for my planning. So that's what we're going to do. Now, the hardest thing I found, apart from getting my big cutter, my great big cutter, sorry, I didn't have on show, that's the book I'm using, the 12x12s. Getting my big cutter on here, which I can just about, but I don't think you'll be able to see when I do. And yeah, cutting this off, which is really difficult. Now, you've seen me take books apart before when I've left the spine, left the book intact and left the spine in there. I do it all the time. So that's what I did, and then I just cut the spine out. But what we need to do now is straighten off these two edges. Keep your middle bits, you're going to need them. Straighten off these two edges with either a craft knife or some such thing. And the book board is really, really thick. So this is the knife I've been using. I probably could do with sharpening it, I don't know. On my cutting mat with this, but this is slippy, both sides, and this is slippy. This is for cutting material, really. This is it's a quilting ruler that you use with the circular cutting, you know, look like a pizza wheel. Material cutting, that's it. But I don't think that would cut it either, would it? No, I don't think it would. I'd have to go over it. I think I'm going to be better with this. Anyway, whichever suits you. So I'm kind of trying to work out where is best to cut it. Now, you know, if you don't want it that big, you can cut it down whatever size you want, but bear in mind, if you're not wanting to cover, wonder if I could just come this side of the board. That would be handy. Rather than trying to cut through it. Let me just get my bone folder and see, because that Beauty and the Beast book nearly broke my wrist trying to get through that. Yeah, I think I might be able to. Let's try that. Anything for an easy life. All I've got to do is keep this straight while I cut it. Oh, well, if it's as easy as that, we're laughing. Let's try. Of course, every book will be slightly different. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Try and get a little bit off this side. Sorry if I'm knocking you. Let me try and put that string up there. I don't want my microphone to stop working again. Go. I've gone into the book board a bit there, I think. That's it. And I'm going to cover it over with washi. Yeah, that's not bad. That was a lot easier. I actually took some of that book board off last time to make them equal, but gosh, it took a lot of doing. I was dreading doing it with you on camera. So here's hoping this one does the same, and then when I've cut them, that they are the same size. Very nearly now, you know, a millimetre either way. Probably if your back one's shorter, a little bit is okay. Right, let's give it a go. But yeah, really you want them the same size if at all possible. Now, of course, you can go over and see this lady's video, because it is a very simple, straightforward, easy to follow video that she's doing. She is just literally putting the pages that she cuts from the book back in on the rings, but it is a lovely video for anyone who likes nice simple instructions. You know, she's got a nice clear desk and she keeps stopping and clearing it, so all you see is what's happening. So yeah, if after you've seen this you're very confused, they're identical. That's brilliant. Thank you, Rupert. You were a good book. Yeah, pop over and have a look at hers. So I'm going to put some washi. I put the gold on that and I really liked it. Oops. It's a bit like those golden books they have in America, isn't it, with the gold spine? Yes, I'm going to do the same again, but it wants some kind of washi, or, you know, some kind of paper or something over there just to seal that edge. And it does just finish the front of the book off, I think. That's what this lady says. I'm going to have to call her this lady, aren't I, all the way through? See, that's why I say to you every morning, hello, Denise here. So when new people come along, you know who I am. Oops. So the birds are singing. Pigeons are cooing. Yeah, the pigeons are busy nest building in the we've got a lot of conifers behind us. They're very, very busy flying in with their twigs and calling the ladies. I didn't bear with me a minute, I didn't pull any of this off ready, did I? About that. Now let's see if I can do it so you can see what I'm doing, because I did do it on the edge of my desk last time. Let's just lift it in the air a bit, because you kind of want to get it half on each way if you can. That's easier said than done, but I got one last time that was and one that wasn't, so but as long as it goes, you know, right round. Now you could, I'm thinking you could paint that, couldn't you, rather than do that if you wanted to, with a nice acrylic gold paint, or just seal it with some kind of glue. What have you done there, Denise? Not even round the back. No. So I will trim that off, but I'm just going to let that dry before I do anything else on it. Oh, Rupert. I met Rupert once when I was little on the beach. He was. I had my photograph taken with him. Gosh. I was with my nana, and she had the photograph. It was one of the very first colour photographs I think that we had, and yeah, when she passed away, I don't know what happened to it. I've not been able to find it since. It's a terrible shame. I would love it. Yes, I was thrilled to meet Rupert. Okay. Right, what am I going to talk to you about? Because you'll think you've gone deaf if I don't, won't you? I'm about to start a Christmas. I know some of you will be cringy now. I'm about to start a Christmas for just one little project for Christmas in July. I did it last year for sweet pea papers. I think it just helps them. That's not very much there, Denise. Can you move it? Get their digitals, you know, shown early and tested and things like that. The digital artists. So I don't mind doing one. It was nice to have one done early last year. It was a bit strange because if I remember rightly, in July it was red hot. So yeah, it definitely didn't feel very much like Christmas. But yeah, I'm doing one. That will be sort of the middle to the end of July. I've got a new project starting on the 4th of July, so that's a Monday. So Masterboard Monday won't happen that day. I think we're starting to have run our course with Masterboard Monday now. For now. I think you might have one more to see. I don't know. Oh, I said I was going to let it dry before I cut that off. Say one thing, do another. Let's cut them both off then. This one probably is dry now. Right, the problem I'm going to have here is staying in shot, because I just forget and I'm off. So that's it now. So you could use an old children's book and cover it. You could put material on, I mean any kind of book, yeah, like that. You could put material on it or anything. Let's put it over. No, I'm going to need me chopper up, aren't I? Yeah, it's just a great way to use up your book boards, isn't it? So the next job is the centres. You've probably seen, sorry I'm knocking you, that I've already covered some with the papers, just to show you what I'm going to do with my planner. But just cut the strings. You've seen me do that before as well. Cut the strings and took all the pages out so that they're all still attached, but they're not, if you know what I mean. So they're all free, I was trying to say, like that. Now you can just trim these down so they'll fit again, punch holes in them, and put the rings in, and you're away. There's your journal. I think the lady that did it put the book pages back in. She had a Disney book, and she cut some 12 by 12 papers, you know, like I've got in this one. Let me dig it up. She cut some 12 by 12 papers to the right size and put lots of those in amongst the book pages, you know, which makes a really nice journal, doesn't it? I am going to put some 12 by 12s in here. Some of them will be, oops, the pattern like that. Some of them will have the kits from Nanine from the next few months. And then the reason I decided to do this with the kit from Nanine is I can use it continuously, can't I? I can take, when I get to January 2023, goodness me, I can take 2022 out if it was in there, you know, and put the whole new month in like that. So I've got like a running 12-month planner all the way through. Right, what am I doing? Yeah, so you want all those out, and we want to measure. I should have written the steps down, but you can go and watch. You can go and watch somebody doing it very step by step. Oh, did I do 20? Because I have cut some. Let me have a look. Cut them roughly. I haven't finished them. I went 19, I think. Yeah, 19. Oh, I've got some cut somewhere. Show me them. Show me the money. Here we go. Yeah, I did. There was 3 signatures in it, and I did one signature to play with, which is what that's stuck on. So what did I do them at? You want them to sit inside your book anyway. It's however big or small you have them is completely up to you. Yeah, I cut them at 19 by, I'm thinking 27. That one's slightly over. 19 by 27 is what I cut them at. So here comes the big chopper to chop off your head. Let's give it a go. How much you're going to see, I don't know. I am going to treat myself one of these days to one of the what's my orange one called? What make is it? I forget. Fiskars, that's it. You know the Fiskars one, because it folds up. This looks like it folds up, but it doesn't. It's got the it's got screws underneath holding it flat. So you'd have to take the screws out and fold it up and what have you. So, I mean, it's nice because it's got a little drawer and it's got lots of different. I won't pull it out now. You probably can't see it anyway. It's got lots of different blades in it, but again, I don't have to keep changing the blade. You know, it's got a decollage blade and all that. So, right, let's get the ones we haven't done. So, I think it only did 2 at a time, if I remember rightly. It's, I might only do 1. It is an old charity shop chopping, what is it called? One of those. Did I say 17? I don't know. I was wondering about keeping the picture. I don't know why on this one in particular, because I'm covering it. So yeah, you might want to think about your picture when you 20. I've completely forgotten to have written it down, shouldn't I? You know, if you're putting the books back in. So I didn't say 17. I must have said 27. Well, there's one for the rubbish pile. So it was 27 by. That's me 27. Yeah, 27 by. What did we say? 19. Is that what we said? Must have been. So let's try again. 19. Not that way, Denise. That way. Or you'll still be joined. 19. Don't know if you can see anyway. Pair them up again. That's why I've done a few ready, so that you don't have to sit and just watch me do this. So if you've got a good chopper, you'll probably be able to do 2 or 4 or 6 pages all at once. Right, is that the same size as the one I've already cut? Yes. Okay, so I'll just go through and do them all. I'll do one more just to make sure I've got the numbers in my head. 17. No, it wasn't, was it? Is that what I did last time? That's exactly what I did last time. It's 27 by 19. See, the numbers are not in my head. 19. I should have written them down and put them on a little post-it note. 27. Of course, I did all the ones off camera without doing that. You've only got my word for that, haven't you? Okay, so they're all the ones that want doing. There's lots that want doing still. I'll just put them over there. These are ones that are done, along with some that I did. Can get rid of this, can't I? Oh, what's it? Stand up. It doesn't like standing up either. So obviously you'd have the whole book full, you know, of pages like that, the right size. Okay, let me try and think what we did next. Oh, what she did next was holes in this, I believe. Yes, it was. So you do need something to make nice circular holes with. The crocodile, it did cope with that other one quite well, so I think it will cope with this, but the eyelets won't go through. Now she put eyelets through her, so I'm guessing her book board was a lot thinner than mine. Just looking for a pen, because the pencil was a bit difficult to see. Hang on, let's see if a green pen will work. Yeah, so I've just put it without eyelets. Now I am going to put ring reinforcers, not on this because this will be fine, but on my pages. Yeah, don't know what else I was going to say about that. I'm putting ring reinforcers on my pages. There's no more to be said. Just hadn't cut that fine enough. So you need to decide where you want your rings. So what have we got? I'm working in centimetres because that's what my mat is. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's a bit short of 29. So if we put it in the middle, a bit short of 30, I should say. And then 15, 15, 5, 10, 15 should be the middle. And then make a mark about, what would you say, a centimetre in for your very centre ring. I don't know if that green's showing. I think it is. I'm making a dent in the book anyway. And then what shall we say, 5 centimetres up from the bottom. There's a little hand poking out there. Look, somebody's hand I'm drawing on his thumb. And 5 centimetres from the top. There. Okay. And then cut on the biggest one. Now I had to force it in, but it did go in, and once I got it in, it cut fine. Oops, there's an upside down. Don't know what here's, mouse. But where is my mark? There. Right on his cheek, sorry. Serves you right for being upside down. Right, I don't know if you can see, because I can't. Can you see my green dot? There it is. And you do have a tiny bit of leeway. You know, you don't have to be within the 1/4 millimetres with these rings, because they move a little. And the nearer you are, the nicer it will look. But gosh, that's thick. And then to get the same on the back, put the boards together. No, I don't think my pen's going to go. Oops. Go through there. Let's try it. Oh, it is. Ye of little faith. That's it. So that's easier than measuring again, isn't it? I can see that one. We're on the, yeah, I'm on the actual washi because I didn't put it in straight, but never mind. The washi will protect it no matter what. Oops, come on. I'm sorry if it's really close to you. Just keep your fingers out of the way when you squeeze this crocodile. I've never done it yet, but I've come close. And yeah, there's no guard or anything, so if your finger was somewhere it shouldn't be, you definitely would draw blood. Come out. I don't want you left in. That's it. Okay, so we've got the 6 holes there. Put that there because I'm going to need it again. Lined up, yes they do. Don't know if you can see through them, but they do. And then now she simply used that as a template, put the pages, clip them together, put the pages where she want them, and did the same thing, drew a hole. But I want mine covering before I do that with the pages for yes, what's this called? The planner kit. Okay, so I've done a few pages ready. One, I want trimming, 2, 3, 4, if you didn't guess. I've done a couple of scrapbook page papers that I might just put in. I did a few more as well. Yeah, because I don't know if I'm going to cover those as well, but I think I'll just put them in as spares for now at the back. Those 2 are double-sided, these 2, and these ones are not. But yeah, I'm just going to put them in the back for spare papers for things. And what I will do once I've finished here, well, over the next few weeks, is all fill June, and then I'm going to go back and put some pages from January, February, March, April, May. Only the ones that I've got spare printed ready, and then I'll go ahead and put July's, and off we go in. I shall be ahead of the game then. Right, I maybe should have done that on my little one first. I'm going to have to do my long ones on there, but my little ones, I hope, will fit, because I just need a straight edge to start the thing off. Okay. I think what I'll do is both ends. Now I might just stop the camera while I do these and then come back to you when they're cut, because all you're going to do is watch me chop over and over and over again until you're out of your mind. Okay, I'm back. We're getting a bit dark, so let's move the light round a little bit. So I cut the front one a little bit short. Well, it had white on it, so I cut it off. But yeah, generally they're all similar. It won't matter too much. You know, it's your journal, so it's up to you, isn't it? So this is how I'm going to start it off. So I've got the June 2022 there. That's just backed with some plain paper from the kit. There's the month at a glance, so the whole month. I'll link around there because I've not cut them very well. I was rushing too much, and there's a lot more, you know. So I'm going to have 2 days to a page. I will put the days, dates, and the dates and days on them from the kit, and I'll show you it when I've done it. I've just cut some other. These were already cut. I'm just going to put these in as well, just to show you. I think that goes that way up, doesn't it? And I'm going to put three of the Rupert pages in as well. Now the beauty of this is you can move the pages around. I'll be able to put pockets in, you know, plastic pockets that hold things. I'll be able to make pockets and put them in. You know, it's a journal that will change and evolve and move with me. So I'm hoping this is the solution to my planning. We'll see. And there'll be room for, you know, to stick things in, won't there? You know, because there's going to be lots of space. So what we need to do is punch the holes in these to match the holes in these. I've got a bit of washi on there, I'll leave it on. These are the hole reinforcers that I want to put on. I've only got 4 of them now. The lovely Violet sent me these. But I happen to know that I've got, I think, a die cut coming that cut them, the same ones, so I'll be able to go through and you know, choose the colours I do and put them on front and back of all these pages like I used to do when I was a student all those years ago. Right, so we just want the first one and decide roughly where you want it to sit in the book. You want it quite close to that edge. The more room it gives you, you know, to punch the hole in, the better. So you want it quite close to that edge. I can't see because of the camera, sorry. You'll be able to put your head over and have a good look. I can see I've not cut, I might not have cut it straight. It might be that I haven't stuck it on straight because there's a huge discrepancy in the grid. Right, what? Now I think she might have clipped it, but I just I used my washi to stop it moving because I need it on the other side, well, to help stop it moving. Oops. A little. Oh, so once it's where you want it, just try and fasten it down somehow. You're not going to have to do this with every one, just one. We've got a template. Yeah, I can now turn it over. And what happened to my green pen? Make me little marks. That's it. Someone else cutting the lawn now. Washi comes off. That's why we put glue on washi when we use it, because if not, it's not permanent. Well, where were my marks? Let's go a bit bolder. I can barely see them, so I'm thinking you can't. So there's one. I've got green on green, haven't I? There's the other. And I can't even see one there. Let's see if I can get somewhere near it, might help. Is that it? I think that might be it. There. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so then grab a couple of clips or whatever you've got to hand, and you can do a few at once. So now, because my pages are not all the same, I want the edges in the same place. This bottom edge and that bottom edge. Let's do it like that, and that's it. And then away we go. One, it probably would do a few more, but I didn't want to risk it. Two, oops. Oh, I'm getting weedy now. It must be a cup of tea and a biscuit time, I reckon. Three. That's it, and just put those on the pile, and then just use that one to do the same again with your next little lot. If you do a few more this time, these should all be a similar size now. It's a lot easier if everything's the same size. So I might try just cutting card and then putting the kit on afterwards, because I don't have to come right up to there, do I? I could put the kit on up to there. At least we can see what we're doing now. That's it. Oh, I was gonna leave that on. That's not what we want. I mean, you could keep cutting through it, but you know, if you go off a little bit one way or the other, you could end up with a very large or strange hole. So like I say, 1 millimetre or 2. What's going on? Well, 2's pushing it a bit, but you've got a millimetre's grace. Fingers out, that's it. Yeah, I'm quite close to the edge of the paper there with hindsight. I think on the next one, and I'm going to do a few, I will probably go a bit further in with my holes on the book. Yeah, they're quite close to the edge, aren't they? And yet those don't seem to be. So was that my measuring? Yeah, we're going on there like that. No, they're exact. So that one. Oh, I think that's because it's got a white edge, it's a bit deceptive. It looks nearer the edge than it actually is. Let's see if we can get all these done in one. So put the template on. To clip it so it's level at the bottom and one. Oops. One corner. Why did I take that off? I don't know. Oh, I knew I should be taking something off. That's what needed to come off. Okay, so I might have moved it around rushing, but I don't think we're a million miles off. off. I have to say the crocodile is making short work of it. Now if you don't have one of these, you could use an ordinary paper hole punch, but I don't think, unless you've got an industrial one, I don't think it would go through the book boards. You could get your husband with his drill. It's a bit sexist, Denise, wasn't it? You might have your own drill. Oh, it's the era I was brought up in. Right, now these little things can be quite awkward. So I find they're best closed whenever possible. So let's see if we can get them all on in one go. That would be good. I don't think we're going to. Oh, I don't know. No, we're not. So let's put on what we've got on and close that one before we open the next one. You can tell I had a bit of a song and dance, a bit of a drama with the other one. You just get one in and the other would come out, and then you'd get two in and the third one wouldn't play. It was great fun. So yeah, I've learnt through that one at a time. Okay, so how many shall we do this time? Let's just do these. Open. Like I say, it's not the best thing to do on film because it's so hard to see, and yeah, the lady I watched did do it very, like I say, very simply and easy to watch. But she did just use the ordinary pages and put them back in. Right, well, let's all leave that one open, hadn't we, and start at the bottom. Something here seems off. Is it you? Go on in. That's it. Right, let's get you in a line and see what's wrong with you. We are the right way up, aren't we? No, we're not, because you should say June. That's it. We've just got one backwards way on. I don't know how we managed that, but that's right. Okay. Now the holes line up. Don't know how I managed to swap that round, I'm sure. So there you are, tip number 2. If your holes don't line up and you've cut them together, maybe you've swapped one round after you cut it. Right, it seems like a lot of work, but it's not. It's and once it's done, it's just going to be, for me, perfect. You know, once I've got all the sheets in here and get it filled, yeah, I won't have to do anything else to it other than open it and write in it, which I'm looking forward to doing. So I think what I'm going to have a rest now. What I am going to fill that, so the rest of it is full of sheets, and then I can put the kit pages on at my leisure. I love the fact that it's got the Rupert pages in it still, and yeah, it's nice and flat to write on. I can take pages out if I want to write or draw on them. I think it will need these. I think these will make a big difference to it, but again, the fuller it is, the easier these are going to turn around, because these are nice and stable. They're turning easily. That's a thick one. Oh, that's one of my kit pages, that's why it's in the wrong place. So yeah, and the thicker, so when these are double the thickness, when they've got something on them, they're stronger as well. I think you're upside down. Yeah, and you can take pages out and move them about and change them. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Let me know if you're going to have a go, or on the Facebook page. If not on my comments, let me know if you're going to have a go at this, or if you're going to do something else with it. Oh, I've got loads of those. Have you got lots of books that you want to use up? I'm excited about making some, and I'm excited about getting 4 or 5 you know, books off my shelf turned round into something. Okay, I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. Come back and join me tomorrow. I'm pretty sure, I'm filming in front now, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure tomorrow I will still be on the the grungy Alice down the rabbit hole journal that everybody's enjoying. So I'll see you then. Give me a thumbs up if you can. Bye bye.